The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
There's something that can be done as a possibility and it's going to benefit, then we'll try to connect those dots. You know what you're capable of, you've run at that pace, and now you have to redirect. Welcome to Moments of Strength. I'm your host, Mary Kaufman. In this show, we celebrate the incredible resilience of mothers, showing up through life's challenges, growing through every triumph, and carving out space for their own passions and identity. We are here to uplift and reassure every mom that you are not alone and asking for help is a powerful strength. Each episode brings a story of motherhood's beautiful chaos. I'm happy you could join us for today's inspiring journey. And today's guest is Theresa. And Theresa and I actually met at a conference that you put on. So it's so fun to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So that conference was really powerful for me. And actually, a few of the guests that have come on the show have come from that. So it was a great event to connect with other women and other moms and really celebrate who we are as people and our individuality and those things that are common to us. So I appreciate you putting that conference on and then that you would make the trip down here to be a guest today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes. So the aim of the show really is to uplift other mothers and parents, those that are watching, to help them feel less alone in their journey. And so we do that by just providing stories of lived experience from other moms. There's no requirement really for the things that you talk about, but the format really is to understand a little bit about how you grew up, because as we know, things that happen when we're young that either we chose or imposed on us show up throughout our life and in the decisions that we make and the journeys that we're on. So if you can give us a little insight into how you grew up, and then from there we'll just learn about your story and your journey into motherhood and beyond.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about yourself.
My childhood, my family is very, very, very connected.
Okay.
And family is everything. Mm-hmm. So every family get together, any holiday, everything we did together. My family was also very big into family road trips. Mm-hmm. So they had a big conversion van.
Oh, nice.
And we would drive all around the United States.
That's awesome.
And sleep in church parking lots.
I mean, an adventure.
It was adventures.
Yeah.
And my dad would have these mileage checks.
Mm-hmm.
He would hand out pieces of paper, and he would say, "Okay, guys, mileage check. Everybody turn to mom, turn in your sheets," and that's how we earned money for our trip.
Oh, fun.
And we did the big one at the end where we turned in for the grand finale. We didn't have phones.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, you know, you had to actually pay attention. Mm-hmm. And so then we would turn that in, and that was the big winner. But our home life was very supportive. Mm-hmm. And I think when you mentioned it can develop who you are as a person, the things that you take away from your childhood. I was very blessed to have a mom who was a special ed teacher. Mm-hmm. And my mom always instilled in us, you sit by the kids that don't have someone that's sitting by them. Mm-hmm. And we give back to others. I really struggled when I was a kid with my confidence. I was the big kid. Mm-hmm. I had been bullied a lot when I was a child. Mm-hmm. And so my safe space was my home. Sure. with my family. I just always tried to fit in and tried to understand what that meant. Was very hard. I went to the Catholic school.
Sure.
I would come home after school and sing Amy Grant at the top of my lungs, thinking it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But I was just not someone that really related to anyone else.
That's kind of hard.
It was hard. It was very hard. I find a lot of that in now where we're accepting of all, right? I really have this big calling to have women understand that they're not alone and that we're more relatable than we are not.
Right.
And we shouldn't be judging others by their appearance. We shouldn't be judging others by what job they have or anything like that. We should be really getting to know someone. And so those were all things that I learned as a child. And my dad was a business owner, still is, and really focused on making sure that we knew hard work, that we knew that we needed to put effort in. If we wanted to do something in our lives, it wasn't going to just happen for you.
Right.
And so at a young age, we were really taught that discipline of putting that hard effort in and that work in. And if there's something that you want to do in your life, you have to do it. No one's going to do it for you.
Right. It's not going to be handed out, probably. So do you have siblings?
I do. I have 2 brothers.
Okay.
And I have 4 nieces and nephews.
Oh, yay.
So very excited about that. I love being an auntie.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest.
Okay, I was going to ask.
So, yeah, I'm the oldest of 3. And my brothers are big inspiration in my life. And we're very, very close.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We end up always singing. Everyone's singing all the time. So that's a big thing in our family as well.
Yeah. Did you, so you mentioned, being at home was kind of your safe place and where you wanted to be. Did you do any extracurricular stuff as you were, in school, either younger or as you grew older?
Big into music, so I did a lot of musicals and piano and dance and all of those things. I was not very good at sports.
Sure.
So it's actually funny that I do the Wisconsin Her Day.
Yeah. Oh, with basketball, yeah.
With basketball, like if anybody could have guessed Theresa Menting doing a basketball thing, it's actually really funny. But
well, thank goodness you don't have to play it. You just have to organize
it's actually kind of a joke with the Herd and I.
Yeah.
I'm like, we make some funny videos. I'll just keep it at that. But I was very passionate about music and ended up going to school in New York for musical theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was very hard.
You grew up here in Wisconsin?
Yep, in Wisconsin. I was very excited. But I think a lot of the hardships that I had were from some of the different things I struggled with an eating disorder and then being away from home.
It's hard,
So I was so homesick.
Yeah. Away from home and then in New York.
Yeah.
It's not away from home and then like Illinois.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's drastic change.
So it was just, I wanted to be home for the holidays and for everything. And that just wasn't realistic of flying back and forth all the time. So it was hard when they would call me on Thanksgiving and pass the phone and I'm just sitting in my little square eating my whatever ramen. Yeah. So that was hard. But family was very important to me. So I was in New York for 2 years, came back and started teaching in the university at UW Fond du Lac.
Oh, okay.
And I did a lot of their college for kids and leaps and stuff like that. Went to UW Milwaukee and still came back in the summers and taught. And so I got to come home every weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, know yourself.
Yes.
That's what, if that's where you want to be and that is possible, then yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And obviously family was so important to you growing up too. So if it works, Yeah. So then when you were at UW, did you graduate from UW Milwaukee?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was such an experience to just be able to be part of that art culture, but also be still home.
Yeah. It's only an hour-ish drive.
Exactly. So that was really great to be able to get to know other people from a different culture and to dive into something that I was very passionate about. And then still come home and have in the summers this job that made me feel like I was giving back to the community in a way that was empowering and impactful, and teaching all of these young kids things that I wish I had when I was younger.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's really the thread. You know, I mean, just having met you this year, you project all of those things in what you do now too. So, so when you were, so you graduated, and then what's next, or what was the lead in sort of becoming a mom?
I fell in love.
Yeah. It
happens. So life kind of transitions with that, right? Actually, me coming back from New York, I was home for Christmas break and met my ex-husband and fell in love, and then just didn't go back, and was like, this is the reason I need to be with my family, but also there. So we moved back to Fond du Lac, and after I graduated, I opened a voice studio, and I directed tons of musicals and did a Broadway-bound camp, brought in artists from all over, and taught hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students music and acting and dance. And then through that all, I also started this event company that I've had for 13 years now, and did decor and event planning and setup and takedown and all of those kinds of things. And life really kind of transitioned then. I had, we got married, had my first little baby girl, Lila Lucille.
That's
it was
so cute.
Oh, it was, she is just, it was so fun because I would teach my lessons and Lila would sing the warm-ups.
Oh, fun.
So I would be practicing at home and she would be singing too. But life took a big halt. My mom got diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, no.
And when that happened, I just realized I didn't have the ability to just take off of work. You have all of these families that are looking up to you. I was doing 60 private lessons a week. I was doing 5 to 10 events a weekend. And I can't come to your wedding. You know, you can't do that. So I brought on some different contractors for lessons and for the event company, and went to Frederick with my mom. And while we were there, we were just binge watching every documentary, TV shows, movies, all the things. And while we were watching a documentary, there was this one that popped up called Alive Inside. About how music can jumpstart your memory for people with dementia and Alzheimer's.
Interesting.
And I looked at my mom and I'm like, I have to do that. And she's like, you don't need another gosh dang thing on your plate. And about, I don't know, a month later, we get back from the hospital and I'm about to start bringing back some of my clients. And this job posted for Fond du Lac County for someone to develop the first ever music and memory program in home in the state of Wisconsin. Because they were in assisted living and some dementia care units, but this was to help caregivers in home be able to help their loved ones.
But the timing of that.
Isn't that insane? I know.
It's insane.
I'm like, I have to do it. And I did. I took the leap of faith and I developed this program. I traveled all over and actually created this group of other counties that were interested in developing in-home program and shared it with other counties. And when you do a really good job in the county or government, you get rewarded with more work. They're like, that was great. We have another job for you. I'm like, okay. So they asked me to be the volunteer coordinator at the Department of Social Services. So I said, I will do it as long as I can interview all of your past volunteers. I want to see why there's only 4 active. And you've had almost over 200 people that have been a volunteer with such a vulnerable population.
Right.
And a lot of these women and kids have had a lot of people in and out of their lives. I just want to know why that would be. So just started interviewing and asking questions, and my role as a volunteer coordinator was finding transportation for kids in foster care, tutors. They had the friendly visitors, all the interns for the entire county, and then juvenile court services, and I also did their mentor program.
That's a lot.
It was a lot.
Because all of the moving parts there. Yeah.
It was a lot. But I found a very common ground of what people were saying was that they felt as if they weren't able to, they didn't have the tools to be able to serve the way that the women needed or the child needed. And it was kind of like blind dating. Here's your mentor.
Oh, sure.
Here's your participant. Go
Good
on
luck.
your way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're not creating systemic change by doing that. So I just kept thinking, some people were saying, this woman really struggled with domestic violence situations, or this one is just struggling with finding her voice. She just is so lost in her world. She struggles with mental health. And this one struggled with childhood trauma, and this one struggled with PTSD, and this one's struggling with financial abuse from a relationship. And I just started thinking, we need to do something. We need to stop, and we need something that will address every single thing, because you can't actually make a change unless you lay all the cards out.
Yeah, you got to go to the root.
We got to go to the root, and we need to have it all out there. And we need to have mentors that we're also empowering and breaking the ice with these uncomfortable conversations together. So I went to the head of the department and said, we need to shut this down. We need to do a women's empowerment series. And so that's how that started. And as a mom creating this, it was such a beautiful thing for my daughter to be able to see me develop this. And into the development of it, I was also pregnant with then Leo.
Yes.
Leo's 8. And both of my kids have gotten to be raised throughout this journey, which is really, really awesome. Lila wrote a paper, I believe maybe about 4 years ago, on what does your mom do? And Lila, I was very nervous.
Those are very telling, so.
Sometimes.
It's like a little sweaty.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, okay, how old am I? 87, great.
It's like, what's my favorite thing?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, what? Okay. But she put, my mom helps people that don't have a voice.
Oh, wow.
And that
she really understood what you were doing.
Yeah. That was a really special moment for me as a mom to be able to see that. But it was also very hard, and I will say very, very soul searching for myself to develop this while I was going through at the time my own struggles through my divorce and being in my own relationship and with someone that was struggling with things. And so it was very humbling to be able to go every day and empower these women, but also sit there and listen as a participant and take those tools. Because
you're empowering others, but you also are in a similar position. We talked a little bit about this before the show, but it's like sometimes that's the thing you're hanging on to get you through whatever you've got going on. Sometimes it's just like excruciating because you also are suffering. But you can find some peace and your own empowerment and encouragement by helping others. So this is the thing, if you're just at your wit's end and you can't find the strength to heal yourself, help heal someone else, because that is reciprocal, whether you can see it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so often I'll see that in our women too. They will be the first to help another person, but they're having a hard time taking that criticism towards themselves or helping themselves. But that's also a very big thing when you're in a fight or flight, or you're in anything that you're going through. It's very easy to deflect and focus on something else. It was also very eye-opening as a mom to be going through all of that, and I'm focusing on the series, building that up and helping other women. And when things really catapulted in my marriage when I was pregnant with my third, it was very eye-opening to be able to say, I don't know how to be a present parent. It just froze me. And for about a year, I couldn't, I just wanted to sit down and be that mom. And my mind was just going to everything else. And I remember saying to one of our volunteers, I'm like, I just want to be able to be there and to be present. And she goes, you have to be present with yourself. And you need to just focus on what's going on right now. And that was really hard to let go because I'm such a fixer. So I'm like, I know I'm broken right now. I need to fix that. What's wrong?
Yeah.
But I couldn't fix it until I worked on me internally.
Yeah.
And so that was a very humbling moment too.
Especially as a leader and somebody who is counted on so much, even by yourself, to do the things for other people. I think that is the hardest thing for women and moms. We all have something that we're trying to heal, or, that developed from best intentions even. You could have the best family, the best parents, and the best experience, but there will be something along the road that just wasn't right, and maybe we just tucked that away or didn't deal with it. And, to look in there, that's scary.
It is. It is very scary. And things will come back. That's the thing. If we don't address it, it's going to come back full force.
That's a great point.
And so we have to take that time as moms, as women, as wives, as leaders, or wherever you are in your journey. You have to take that time to really address those situations. And for me, it was leading by example. So I'm very passionate about mental health. And I can't help others with mental health if I'm not focusing on my mental health. And so we have to be able to have those conversations, whether it's with a friend, a life coach, a therapist, any sort of professionals. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong.
No.
We all need to be able to talk things through. And you only can grow if you are receptive to more information.
That's very true. And I was just thinking about what you said about growth, and you can't grow. Some people don't want to grow. Some people are just, it's too paralyzing to try to look in there, know. And also some people don't know that that's what needs to happen. They just don't have the guidance around that. But if you do look at it, and you do spend some time on it, and your goal isn't to just look at it and be fixed right now, but commit to the process of becoming who you want to be or who you can be, instead of accepting who you are, some of which you didn't have a choice in, So, so yes.
I think too, some people may have the tools. A lot of us have the resources or the tools once we find what those are. And we see it so often in a lot of the women that we serve, is that they have this whole plate. And many providers will be like, I have told her 15 times about this resource. I've given her a pamphlet. She's just not doing it. for when you're in that mental state, it's easier to stay in the hell that you're living in because you know what to expect.
The devil you know.
It's going to be the same here. I know what tomorrow will bring, even though it's hard and I don't like it. It's easier to stay here than jump through the flames and the hoop to the other side, because that's so unknown and it's scary. And now I'm making choices that are not just for me, but it's also my children. And though you're sitting there going, it's better for my children to jump through that hoop. What if I jump through that hoop and I'm stranded? What if what ifs?
Yeah.
The
what if my foot gets caught and I just explode into flames?
Yes.
You know, like,
the what ifs are a death sentence. And so we just have to build ourselves up with that strong community of people. And that's really what we focus on. And really what I focus on is building a community of people that have gone through similar things, that can stand with you and say, I'm here on the other side, and I'll be right here if you go backwards too. And it's okay. So let's try it together. And I think that that's a really important thing, is when you just don't feel like you relate to someone, even if you have an army of people in your lives that are so supportive, you have a great family, you have a great support system, but they've never been through sexual abuse. They've never been through a domestic violence situation. They've never been through this situation. So you going to them for support, they can support you and love you and nurture you and be there for you. But you still need someone that can relate to that journey, that knows the pain or the next steps and what for you to expect.
Yes.
And I think that that's what is so important on somebody's journey of taking those next steps, is you really need to have someone that understands because they've been through it.
I think that's why sponsorship works so well, like in something like AA or whatever. It's because you don't have to. This is also like, you know, veterans who come back, combat veterans, they will share with another veteran they maybe just met or something, but I never was there. So for them to share the things I would like to know is like, you know, it's too hard to explain to somebody the situation and then expect them to be there for you when you just had to explain it. And the other thing you talked about, sitting in what is uncomfortably comfortable, you know, your brain has already created those pathways. So by default, you're seeking things that are familiar. That's why there are generational patterns. It's not that you want it or that you like it or any of that. It's just that you're more comfortable seeking the familiar. So sitting in that situation, any person can relate to that if we tie it back to something so simple, like try not to eat donuts for a week. You know, if you're a person who likes donuts, then you're trying to change your eating pattern. Okay, so you're like, I'll start on Monday, because everybody's like, I'll start on, you know, I'll start on Monday. It's so like true. A fresh whatever, so I'll eat all the donuts in the house on Sunday just to make sure they're not here for tomorrow when I'm going to start this, right? And then, by the way, I'm over donuts, just so anybody knows. But
so it's not a problem anymore.
This is the pattern. But like, that's the thing. It's like, then you obsess about the thing you've tried to remove, because one, you haven't replaced it with something else logically. You probably don't have a really solid plan because you know yourself. And donuts bring you joy. You know, they're familiar. You reward yourself with that. So if you can't quit eating that thing for a day or two, and none of you can on your first shot. I mean, I shouldn't say none, because we shouldn't talk in extremes, but like, that's a difficult thing. It's just a donut. So now you're a mom in a terrible situation, maybe with your spouse, abuse to your kids, you feel trapped, and now you have to make this big move on Monday when you can't even stop eating donuts. Like, that's how you relate. It's just so hard, and you can provide resources to people. You can be there for people. But I think, you know, it's so true what you're saying about matching up to somebody that has done it. You know, they're a real life example that it's going to be okay. It's not going to be easy. It's probably maybe going to be rougher
Yeah.
Once you get through the hoop,
Yeah.
maybe it's going to be so much harder. But then it's just like one step in the right direction. You can feel good for 1 minute instead of feeling bad for all the minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. So what you're doing with that is like so important. And like you're doing it in such an intentional way. You know, you didn't just accept what the program already was. You know, you really evaluated it. And so
and it evolves as the women evolve and changes. You know, where we were when we first started, the focus isn't just, here's your curriculum for our 12-week series, here you go.
right.
It evolves with the women that we serve and that come through the doors. So if we have 50 women that come in that are single moms that have 90% of them struggled with domestic violence, it's going to be heavier in those sort of topics, right?
Yeah.
We had one year that we had over half of the women lose their mother.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we brought bereavement in a lot more, and we focused on like loss of self, loss of identity, loss of loved one, creating those motherhood. They were yearning for a mom. So now we have a grief support group every Friday night. But really knowing that we have to change as those that come in and that we serve change and evolve. And I think that's what is such a huge thing. And our doors have really opened and broadened to such a larger scope. Before, it was very much women who may have been in DSS or have had services there. And that's why we left serving just in the Department of Social Services, which they gave us their blessing and just loved that because they knew we needed to serve on a bigger level. But now we have women who are CEOs of companies that are coming in. They may have that whole support system, but mental health, domestic violence, addiction, trauma, none of that discriminates.
No.
None of it. And so you can't, we can't just look at someone and say, oh, they'd be perfect for the series. You know what? I'd be perfect for the series. You'd be perfect for the series. We all can learn something, and we all need to keep growing on ourselves. How we're in the series just would change our involvement, whether it would be as a participant or a mentor. And I think that that's a very big thing too, is a lot of mentors go through the program with their mentee and
still get something out of it.
Yeah, Ali Starr, she was a mentor 2 series ago, and she was like, I looked at my mentor and she was looking at me, and I was helping her, but she was helping me. And it's such a humbling thing when we come in at the same level versus I'm up here and you're here. When we come in as equals, we can all heal together. Things that we didn't even think we needed to heal on.
Right. Well, I don't think, if asked point blank, I don't think anyone could actually say they know everything about all those things.
Oh, yeah.
So they could benefit from it.
Absolutely.
We will take something from it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we survey everyone and ask, what is your familiarity? Is this a personal, I mean, we have a pretty intense process, but it's because we want to be very intentional of making this match for both parties. And, you know, what is your insight on generational trauma? What is your insight on sexual abuse? And they can either fill in information. Is it something they've personally experienced, something that they know something about, or have somebody they know has experienced it, just so we can kind of gauge what their level of familiarity is, but also their comfort level of talking about it. We also are very cognizant to not pair someone that may be triggered by helping someone else. So we want to make sure people are in the right space.
maybe we should talk about what this, we've talked about like what it is, which I think is a great lead-in. We didn't start out with, and I'm kind of jumping around here, but like typically on the show, women come on and they tell their personal experience, which you have shared some of, but this is really actually great because this is such a resource for people who are watching. But let's talk a little bit about what you are doing since it's led
and
there.
It's so funny because it has become, this is my life.
Yes.
And it's We EmpowHer.
Yes.
It was formerly known as Women's Empowerment Series, which the name Women's Empowerment Series stays with our 12-week program. So we still have that mentor-mentee program called Women's Empowerment Series. We Empower has been my backbone through my motherhood. It has been a defining role in who I am. And I think that was the biggest thing, was when I let go of the control of my path of where my life was supposed to lead. My life was going to be directing and teaching
the music.
and doing events. And this was something that was a purpose. I have to do it. My mom would always ask me, why are you doing this? It's killing you. You're not even getting paid to do it. And I'm like, because if I don't, who will? It's bigger than me. And I think that that's so important, to not give up and to not put something down when so many people depend on you. And We Empower now has 12 different programs that we help women with. We have the Women's Empowerment Series. We have a volunteer work program where women can earn points to volunteer and give back and earn Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and household items, because so often women will get sponsored for Christmas and it's not very empowering to not pick out your own gift for your own child. And we also want to work on mental health. So we want to have a safe space where women can get out of their home, which is comfortable, and come in and learn different things, but also be able to gain friendships through that volunteering. We have Her Day, which you came to the Wisconsin Her Day.
That's great.
Yeah, we just are going to be announcing our speaker launch coming up soon, so people can apply to be speakers. This will be our 4th year. And then we have various programs from Blossoming Sisterhood to mentor and training to our MIT. We have so many various kids programs and Mommy and Me classes and sisterhood supports. So it's just a really big thing of motherhood. It's so focused on motherhood. And year 2 was when we really realized we had 50 kids in childcare. And you have 50 children that have experienced trauma. And they had so much fun playing and eating snacks and doing all the things. But we should have programs for the kids. And so we created mirrored classes for the kiddos as the moms. And really teaching mothers how to open up about conversations in a healthy way for both themselves and their child. And teaching that relationship bonding. And I think that that's a really crucial thing in who we are as women is how do I go about telling my child this happened? Do I tell my child this happened? My child's not my therapist. My child's not my best friend. But how do I still have that close relationship with my child and tell them in a way that's age appropriate? And making these changes, if you don't do it as a whole unity, like an entity, you will not create that systemic change. And
it has to be comprehensive. It has to be,
So while the women were going through classes, through my divorce, all of those things, I was doing the work, and my kids were in kids crew. And my kids were going to the classes every single night. And so it gave me those tools as well to be able to talk to my kiddos about all of those things too.
Just paralleling what you're supporting.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so this is in the Fond du Lac area? Does it serve Fond du Lac and surrounding, or mostly?
So we've been growing.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
So Wisconsin Her Day
hour.
is statewide. And we have, last year we had women from 87 different cities and 4 different states, actually. So there's hundreds of women that come to that. And then our programming, we have women from all over Wisconsin that come. We actually are launching Green Bay. We're doing an event right now to raise funds to help support Green Bay and the Fox Cities area, to do actually classes that we're going to go and serve as off-site. So we're going to go there and have some of our classes hosted once a month, and then kind of build it from there, kind of see what the demographics and what the need is in the community.
How's your bandwidth doing? Do you want to take a short break and take a nap? So obviously, you know, you're growing, but you seem like a person who does that in an intelligent way, you know, so that it doesn't blow up and you still kind of have this, have a handle on it. So how is that? Now, that always has been part of your motherhood experience, you know, as you explained. And how do you see this, you know, kind of what is your vision for this, you know, as it grows? There also might not be one. You might be like, just as things come up, you know, make decisions as they come up.
So when we moved out of the county, we had to move into an existing 501c3.
Yes.
They hired me on through their nonprofit.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then 3 years ago, we were able to become our own 501c3. And once I had Elsie Grace, I decided to go part-time.
Okay. And she's 2.
She'll be 2,
Oh, she'll be 2, yes. Okay.
So I wanted to be that present mom as well. I'm part-time. I mean, I'm a full-time volunteer. But we only have 3 employees.
Okay.
We're all part-time. So we're a small but very mighty team, and I would say about 95% of what we do is our really strong board and our amazing volunteers. We have a ton of volunteers. And our staff volunteers. Like, we're just very passionate about it. It's our life. Our children are part of this, everything. Our goal is to be able to continuously build and just be able to serve. And I think that that's the biggest thing, is allowing us to feel where the need is. And this beautiful door opened for Green Bay. They have an event called Dancing with Our Stars that they do. And they asked our nonprofit to be part of it.
Oh, good.
And that those funds would go to launch the support there. So it wouldn't have been possible without that. But we really our goal is staying true to our mission, to who we are, of serving women and all children. And the more we're able to do is by the more funds that we get. It's all by donations. It's all by sponsors and the community. So we're, like I said, we're a small but mighty team. But every week when we do our series, we feed 150 people.
Wow.
So all those are donated. Every pencil, every pen, we have a clothing store that all donations. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it really is beautiful what the women have come together to keep growing and creating, and just bouncing ideas. Like, if we have a mama will come to us, I've always been passionate about this, and someday I want to speak on that. I'm like, okay. Do you want to speak at a sisterhood support? Let's do it. I'll help you. And that is very empowering to me, to be able to empower these moms that never thought they'd be able to do those things. And I think that that's something that my kids have started to look at too, is seeing that in other people. My daughter the other day was like, I just told my friend that she'd be really good at this. And I'm like, yes.
A recruiter.
Yeah, yes, you cheer her on for those things. And she's like, she would have never tried out for that at school. And I'm like, awesome. I'm really glad you did that. because sometimes you just need someone to believe in you.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're really carrying out your mom's request when you think about it, because you are sitting by everybody who doesn't have someone sitting by them.
Yeah.
And
that's
so
the best
beautiful.
table, I will say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I moved a lot as a kid, and that was, my dad was in the service. We've talked about this on the show, but that was always one of the most challenging parts was the cafeteria. And that's where I would go sit. I either sat by myself or would pick, somewhere where somebody wasn't. I mean, that was probably some self-preservation, I don't know that it was all noble, but yeah, that is always turned out to be a good thing. So I wanted you, if you can, describe a little bit about Her Day, because that's a big event. And now that you've talked about being like 3 strong, it's important to talk about how big that is. And
it's really big.
You have a lot of people volunteering and people donating, but it really resides with you and your staff.
Yeah, Wisconsin Her Day, we were contacted by the Wisconsin Herd.
Mm-hmm.
They heard about us.
Good one.
It's so funny. Mom jokes. They saw us on WBAY, Women Changing Wisconsin. And at first I thought it was a spam call. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Yep. Okay. And they asked if we would create a Women's Empowerment Day. They really were moved the fact that everything we do is free, and that we offer free programming for women and children. And they were very inspired by that and asked if we'd be willing to help them develop something for the Herd during Women's History Month. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, if I'm going to do it, it's not going to be small.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to make an impact, it's going to be big.
Mm-hmm.
And we started off and had, I think, 12 speakers our first year, and a couple different breakouts. And I think the first year we had about 200 people. Second year, I think we were about 250. And last year we were over 400.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there.
A lot of people. And then we also started a teen portion with 50 teen girls. This year we're going to be in a new location for the teen girls at the Oshkosh Convention Center next door, because we had 50 that we could only take. And we had so many that wanted to participate. So we're going to be spreading their wings and giving them that full space to be able to work on their personal and professional development. But Wisconsin Her Day is really such a beautiful thing because it brings together women that are focusing on all different aspects of their lives, no matter where they are, whether it's their professional development, their personal development, whether they want to talk about the next steps in their business and they feel stuck, or whether they want to learn more about building a team or seeing the self-discovery and working on relationships, whether that's home or personal. So really curating this day, last year we had 2 keynote speakers, Amanda Craner, who owns Carbliss. She's also on our board of directors. And then Vicki Updike with New Sage Strategies. She has a beautiful women's conference in October. And so they were our 2 keynotes, and then we had our different breakout sessions. In the morning, we had a VIP breakfast where we had different speakers and intentional networking. So people could actually go with different speakers that they wanted to talk about specific topics. And then at night, we had a legacy dinner. That was so beautiful, and it was just so empowering. Actually, two of your speakers were there. Sarah Bondar and Keziah Love, they were speakers at that.
And actually, Wendy Babcock has been on here, and Molly Hildreth. So
it was
I brought them all
really
here. It was so moving.
And that dinner was so cool. It was just so empowering, and it's just such a cool day. And then at night, the team changes its name to the Her. They wear women jerseys. And
I went to that game.
It was just so cool. And they recognize our women on the court. The year before was when we had graduation, so the women actually, our participants all went on court. We were smart and divided that up. Her day is now
so
no
big.
longer, So we have graduation in the fall, not during her day, because that's a lot to do.
It is a lot. And it gives them an opportunity to really focus on what they've achieved and maybe not, a little bit separate from that celebration.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's a beautiful day. It's free. So anybody can attend. And we'll be finding the date out soon, which is very exciting.
That's great.
So it will be in March.
Okay, yes. And I went, and I just wanted to say, I hadn't been to that before, and I had a booth, and I did a breakout session. And so I would say, first of all, it was very inspiring to be in a building that was, all women, but just women with ambition, women who saw each other. It was just kind of this buzzing, elevated level of energy. And having a booth there, I had a chance to talk to so many people. Also to walk around and look at all the different things that women are doing just as a job or a service in their own communities. And it was so uplifting. The keynote speakers were great. I also went to the legacy dinner. The speakers had 8 minutes each to talk about what legacy meant. I thought that was a great setup. The food was good. And then I went to the game, and I just went by myself. But there were many, many people there. And, it was great. I mean, you're right on the floor there in that arena. I mean, you're basically so close.
And just walking into her day, into the concourse where all the booths were, it was the energy. It wasn't like anyone was forced to be there for work or anything. It was just this, the energy was so powerful. And the diversity of booths.
Oh, that's another thing, yes.
It was so cool. I think we had 35 booths, and they were so diverse.
They were, and a lot of times at a conference, it's, and they're all conferences for different reasons, not to say anything about, but it's a different feel. It's not, we're all here to recruit the employees, potential employees coming in. It's not like that. It's, or, it isn't 7 banks, and we want, it's all, well, this is what I do. What do you do? And how can we connect and how can we support each other? And it was just very moving. So if you have a chance, I mean, you'll give some contact information at the end, but if you have a chance, I mean, will it be in Oshkosh again?
It'll be in Oshkosh, yes.
Because her day. And that's only a little over an hour from here. So anybody watching really should check that out if they're interested.
And we just had the most beautiful video that wasn't even released yet, so I'll have to send that to you to include. But Priska Elazine, she made this video, and it was just stunning. And so it's all from her day. It will just show the beauty and the light. You can just feel it through this video. It's really, really beautiful. So speaker announcements will be coming soon. We also have the Spread Your Wings Award, that you can nominate a woman that has been through different struggles and who has spread their wings. That we'll be announcing in November at our gala. Can nominate someone that has made a big impact on the community, and it doesn't have to be where we are. It's recognizing all women. So feel free to nominate, because we really want to. So often awards are based on huge achievements and accomplishments, and this is a huge achievement by recognizing someone that took those skills or those tools and were able to flourish. And that's by definition of whatever you may think it may be. It doesn't have to be that they had to have gone through this to achieve this to be here. There's a point in our lives where we all struggle, and to be able to be on that other side and someone to recognize that is a really beautiful thing.
And it should be recognized, and for people who think that you aren't being touched by this just because you're not experiencing it, you're wrong, because everybody is part of a community, whether that is your family, the larger community that you live in, your suburb, your city, your state, the nation, the world. Like, it affects you because everybody's actions affect everybody else in some minor way. Think like the butterfly effect or just a ripple effect. And if a woman can achieve these things, even in her life, that's better for her. That's better for her kids. They interact with you, you're interacting with them. So like this book that I have, I Can Lift the World, this is along those lines. It's like, that's a big achievement for somebody in their world, and that should be celebrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So.
It definitely needs to be celebrated because we all will stumble again, right?
Yes.
And when you stumble, it allows you to look back and say, I know that I have been able to get here, and that person recognized me.
Yeah.
To be able to go back and on those hard days, and you always have to put that little nugget from somebody that has inspired you or said something or recognized you or given you a little token or whatever that may be, put that somewhere special and have that so you can look at it on a really hard day. We all are going to still have these moments of helplessness or just feeling like, as a mom, how am I supposed to get these 4 children to XYZ? I forgot to make this for their snack. I'm failing as a mom.
It's like so hard.
So many things. I forgot to get the gluten-free snack for this child, and now, oh my goodness. But to be able to look back and recognize words that your kids have said, or to look back and see that someone was so moved or so touched by something that you did, or recognized the steps that you've made, those are all things that help us get back up.
Yes, always. You're doing important work.
Thank you. I think the biggest important work that I do is just being a really good mom. And now that I can be there for my kids mentally. So it was tough.
Yeah. Yes.
And focus on their journey and their healing through that. Going through a divorce is hard on the whole family. And so we've done a lot of close-knit things as a family the past year and a half to really build us up and understand that they're going to have hard times too.
Yes.
And I think as a mom, that's hardest.
Of course.
When your child has a hard time. And you just want to take that pain away from them because you don't want them to ever have to feel that. So just being able to have those conversations with your kids and be open and honest of, come to me and talk to me. And we're very, very big on family dinners. We're very big on, we have conversation cards at family dinners. And, everybody has their little chore. So this one sets the table, this one does the dishes at the end, this one vacuums this, and then they all rotate.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's been newer. So we'll see, ask me in 3 months how well it's going, but it's going really good right now.
Well, and to that point, everything isn't meant to last forever. So if it works for 3 months.
That was 3 months of a success.
Let's do it. Yeah. And then switch it up and ask them, how should we switch this up? Because then they have some ownership in it. Takes a little bit off your plate.
We found that choices are really good when we give just 2 choices instead of, well, what do you want to do? Or this is what we're doing.
It's too hard.
So we're like, we can do this or this. And so, and we'll have a day where each kid gets to pick a specific thing.
Yeah.
So that has been very good by giving them choices. But really just trying to get our family into that routine, that new routine.
Yeah. It takes time. You have to be patient. You have to be committed.
Yeah.
You have to make time for yourself.
Yeah.
Because a better you is better for them.
Yep. Don't eat all the donuts on Sunday.
Yeah. I've been thinking about donuts since I talked. No.
I mean, my kids, let's be real. When you have 4 kids, there's never a donut left.
No. They're helping us out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been really good. I think it would be important, and you can, talk to the camera here, but how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah.
What do you need most? What's the biggest impact they could have? Or, what are you looking for? How can they get a hold of you? So maybe.
Absolutely. So we EmpowHer is, you can get a hold of me by phone, which is 920-251-4741, or our office is 920-204-0050. My email is Theresa, Theresa, at weempowher.org, or our website is www.weempowher.org. Things that we need, we're looking for sponsors for our gala, which is November 7th, which is going to be so much fun. Mary's not singing. We're doing the Masked Singer.
You're
I was
lucky.
hoping. But we're doing the Masked Singer for our gala. It's going to be an amazing event. We have 6 community members that we are empowering that have never taken the stage before, but would be known people and are going to be singing. And then we also have Amanda Craner, who is our board treasurer. She owns Carbless Beverages. They are sponsoring our VIP lounge, and we're going to be making some custom cocktails next week at the Carbless headquarters. So the VIP room will be where it's at as well. And we're looking for donations for our series, for our class, from supplies, paper products, printing paper, various electronic things that we can always use for the women for classes, the Christmas gifts and birthday gifts, gift cards for the women to earn, and raffle baskets for our gala are always a big thing. And then also our Dancing with the Stars event. So getting involved, we're always looking for mentors, just resources, speakers, people that are in need of services and support, advocates, and people that have maybe a skill set that they want to share or give time. We have a lot of virtual volunteers that help in all different aspects. I think that's a really big thing too, is we don't want people to feel we're moms.
Yeah.
We have many different things that we can do that can still have you be in your pajamas.
Yeah.
No bra, sitting with your Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
And helping out, making a couple calls or reminder calls for participants, maybe that the class is tomorrow, or doing some emails or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
We have moms that help out with some different social media or designing things and stuff like that too. So
good.
Any sort of thing, if you're like, this is a skill I have, believe me, we have a place for everyone.
That's awesome. And the way to get a hold of you, you gave a couple ways, but going to the website would be a good place to start.
Yeah, the website is a great place to start.
Okay.
You can always go to the Contact Us, submit an inquiry. There's volunteer applications, mentor applications, participant applications, referrals. So if you're a provider and you want to refer someone, you can talk with that person and submit a referral on their behalf.
Okay.
So that's something as well.
So good. And also you can nominate people for the award.
Yeah, the Spread Your Wings Award.
And we can do that from the website as well.
Or our social media, our Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn. So we are on all those.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Do you have anything else that you would like to share with moms or parents before we wrap up?
Yeah. We're not perfect. I think that being a mom, the perfect mom is being perfectly imperfect. And giving yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace and allow your kids to understand that it's okay to give yourself grace. Teaching skills of, importance of being on time and responsibility and reliability, and all of those things are important. But we also don't want to instill too much anxiety and fear in them where they don't learn how to also give themselves grace. So that's a big thing too. And just being able to navigate if something doesn't go right, being able to think quick of what's another option.
Very good. This has been great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This has been
it's so
wonderful.
supportive and uplifting and just inspirational. And I love what you're doing for
Thank
moms.
you.
It's so important.
Thank you.
So keep it up. And I'll come on November 7th. And then And the information about the next Her Day and everything will be on there.
Yeah.
So viewers can check that out. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you so much
absolutely.
for coming,
Thank
Theresa.
you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so perspective. Don't forget to keep yours, but also don't be afraid to step into somebody else's like we have with Theresa today. Resilience, continue to show up. People need you. You need you. Your kids need you. So show up even when it's hard. Pursuit, continue to have goals and aims. No matter how small they are, achieving things or even accomplishing one small thing can keep you going. And don't feel alone. Sometimes it really does feel like that, but there's a community of 2 billion moms in the world, and we're here for you. Thank you.